Hey all, welcome to Monday Night Inking. Today's been a little different for me because I have been inking pretty much all day. I usually break it up. Well, I should wait till there's like people on the stream before I start telling my story, my grand narrative. Let's see here. Shadow side of the elbow there. All right, we got some people jumping in. Hello, everybody. We got a bunch of people. Johan says hello. Dax says hello. As y'all can see, I got pretty inky today. There's ink all over me. I've been inking for most of the day, which is unusual for me. I usually break it up with pencils the first half of the day and inks the second half of the day. But this week, I am just in a crunch to get 5 pages inked by the end of the month for the paycheck I need to make. And I'm almost definitely going to make it. Like, this is the... Is that on too wide? We'll see. I've already got one done. It was this one I posted about yesterday. You can't see the whole thing, but it was this one with this panel I'm proud of, and this puppy, and this puppy again, and this complicated house shot. So, well, not complicated, but busy house shot. So, assuming I finish this one today, which I should, because most of this is done. I need to do this little guy. I need to finish the chair, stuff on the desk. I'll do the chair with you guys. That'll be fun. And some of this down here, I don't know how interesting this will be because it's just sort of a lot of repetition. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how much we get done. And either way, I should be finishing this today. So it's a win-win. So feel free to hang out, chat about whatever, ask your questions. Shadow side here is going to be heavier. Andrew J. Brown joined. Hello, hello. Oak Tree 65 joined. The shadow side is a little bit thicker there. Maybe a shadow side of this sleeve as well. Probably this side of the shirt as it turns away from the light. There's a good strong light source in this shot. So it's easy to get the line weight right per the lighting. Comics with Bueller joined. Hello. Always great seeing you here, my dude. Dax Art says, how long have you been doing comics? So I have been working in comics professionally since 2014. There have only been a few major jobs since then. The only real jobs I've had that have seen publication, at least, have been Shadow Play from Scout Comics and Midnight Vista from Aftershock. I think the final issue of Shadow Play is coming out shortly, I believe. I'm not 100% sure when. But I just got an email from the writer yesterday needing my picture and bio, so that's a good sign. Go. So hopefully that answers your question, Dax. You can be in comics for a long time and not have a lot to show for it, unfortunately. A lot of it is between gigs, a lot of it is commissions, a lot of it is just learning, a lot of it is downtime, wondering if you'll ever work again, that kind of thing, you know. It's entertainment. What do you want? Anna joined. Hi, Anna. I'm really liking how the color is working with the lighting and the line weight. That's really good. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was saving this this speed line here to show you guys how that works. Let's see. It's out there. Get my French curve here. Inking hands, ugh, heck yeah. I love my inking hands. It's a badge of honor by the end of an inking day. Have your hands all grody. All right, I got my tiny nib, my Mara nib. I'm gonna just zip. I may have smudged that, we will see. There we go, just a little speed lines. There we go. Bueller says, first ever Comics with Bueller exclusive brought to you by Clara Meath. Wouldn't have it any other way. You're the best, dude. I'm looking forward to that. What was I going to say? Let me fill this in here, the shadow here. Bueller, I don't know if you heard about our ridiculous runaround at Brookings. I'm sure Richard told you how they delayed on us twice and still didn't deliver. So I haven't heard anything since, what was it? Since Wednesday when we were supposed to get the books. I'm sure you would have told me if we'd gotten them by now. Anna says, hi, had to show the boys the magic behind their favorite art. Oh, thank you. Well, that's sweet. Well, I hope they enjoy it and I don't bore them. All right, let's see. What should I do? So this is mostly done right now. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I'm going to do the second line. See, down here on some of these planks, you can see like sort of the render line. Creating the value as sort of the planks turn away from the light. So I'm just going to do that up on here on these. And these can be loose. That's part of the beauty of it. It is, after all, supposed to be wood. Sort of leave an open space for that little guy there. I believe... Is this guy doing the only speaking in this scene? I can't remember. I don't remember. That one's on me. But either way, he's doing the important speaking, so I need to sort of leave him visual breathing room. It's not super rough wood. It's not like log cabin wood, but it's still got some depth to it. Bueller says, oh yeah, just crazy. Yeah, I was very disappointed both times. Because I would have made some money that day. I'll just throw that right out there. It would have been some money. And let me turn the corner a little bit on these planks, just to keep that dimension to it. It's a small thing, but you see what a difference it makes. Let's think about how light moves. All right, let's see. So, let me see. What am I doing here? I want to put this shadow in. Whenever I need a moment of like recovery to be lazy somewhere on the panel, I find somewhere to spot blacks in here. I need to get that one in, but I need to do the mouse first. Let's see. There's that. Fill that in. What do I want? I'll do this one. So anyone have any fun or funny stories from this week? Or this past week, rather? I've just been having such a crazy month. So much work this month. Bouncing a lot of things around, trying to get stuff done on time, hit deadlines and all that. Working on sort of some very front-heavy things right now. Not really heavily involved, but, you know, things that aren't paying up front, things that are going to pay off eventually. So that's difficult to, you know, work into the schedule when you're trying to be responsible with your time and hit your deadlines. But that's art life. let's see. So I need to start thinking about this chair. All right, there's the focus. I need to start thinking about this chair. So, well, let me do the little tails on this guy first so that I can work around them. They're so small that normally with something like that, hold on, I have to find the right pen. That'll do it. Normally with something like that, I would want to, I guess, kind of work extractively. Like if these were thicker lines, I would have the black in the chair and then I would draw white over these. But since they're so small, I think I'm just going to put them in as they are and work around them in sort of just an additive halo effect, if that makes fun, or if that makes sense. I don't know why I said fun. Xanabon says, I'm currently CEQA. Oh, cool. And was trying to resubmit an assignment, but my internet keeps going out. Not fun at all, LOL. Yeah, I hear that. It's the worst. So were you in the, were you in Comics Forum Day when I was there? There being on Zoom and an hour late? It's awkward. All right, there's the tails. I'll put the little loops on them. I can always go back and bulk up the line weight on this shape for now, but for starters, let's just do a little placeholder so I know where everything begins and ends. Danabon says, no, I missed it. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing I'm doing now, honestly. Not a huge variety. Some little surprise lines to help focus on him. He's such a small minor character. Couldn't get up, but a few classmates went, and from what I heard, it went well. Yeah, I thought it went decently. That was my first time back, since graduating, quote unquote back again, to the extent that any of us are back anywhere right now. But yeah, I thought it went well. It was a real honor to be asked. It's good to see Pat again. Good to see you guys working away, making comics. There we go. All right, do little loops. Carefully. Some of those are sloppy. Ugh. Okay, that'll have to do. We'll do that one. Worry about the rest of him later, but for now it's the chair. So let's see here. What do I want to use to fill in this arm here and spot a highlight on it? Maybe not take it all the way to the edge. Well, I can take it to the edge on the bottom. The light is coming from slightly above, so yeah, we'll let that be the case. I think that highlight is good. We'll see how it goes. Fill this in. I may end up haloing this. I don't know if I should halo this picture frame. It's not that important. We'll see how it goes. What am I doing? The chair. Okay, let me get a smaller pen here and go around sort of the backrest part of the chair. Wilson Art joined. I'm sorry, Will was so art. I'm sorry. And Firehawk joined. Spider detention air. Y'all have great names. All right, pop this in. I find one of the hardest things to draw, not even to draw once you have the idea of it, but things like from real life that are very complex and you don't think about how complex they are, like a gaming chair or an office chair. That's a very complex, detailed, piece of design. And it's one of those things that if you get it wrong, if you sort of just guess, then it looks really bad. But at the same time, you don't want to get it, you don't want to get it brand perfect, because that also becomes weird. So you have to find sort of this middle ground where you've sort of made something up that looks believable. So I'm hoping this office chair I've been coming up with here for these scenes makes sense. Let me use the brush pen for that edge there. Get something very organic for sort of the folds. There we go. That's pretty organic looking. I already put down all the large black areas, which makes the page like bow a little, so I have to, you see the difference there? So I have to flatten the page out just with my hands here before I go back over it, at least with a delicate line like this. Probably going to want to bump up the line weight on that, but I will worry about that later. All right, looks like I can do the mesh on there. What do I want to use for this? Do I want to use the little one? I'll use the little one here. All right, let's see. Down here you can see another one I did of it. So it's like one of those mesh back ones. So I just go through and quickly, let's see, what angle am I going at? So let's go. This is over black. This section is black, so it doesn't really matter. Once I get over there, I'm going to want to follow it all the way through so I continue the shape. Let's see. This is more natural anyway. I always forget my natural curve, and it's still important. It's always important to find your natural angle where you can easily curve in on yourself like this. Oh, I just got distracted by a message from one of my writers. Well, he can wait. I'm streaming for my peeps. I got to help with a very cool side project this morning that you all will hear about eventually, I'm sure. I don't know how well this texture works with the light rays behind it. I may have to pop that out. We'll see. All right, so there's one angle. Sorry, I keep drifting out of frame, my bad. There's one angle, and then we'll do this. So just sort of organically avoiding that area. Sometimes it can look better than working extractively. Not always, but sometimes. Again, with the curve. Quan Art gives me a thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. Now I can fill that in the important part there. Which one am I going to use? Use this one. All right, work around this. I guess I can always come back in and simplify this somehow. Do I want to halo that? I really don't know if I should. I don't think I should because it's not very important. That's going to be my argument there. Clover RP, I remember you. Sanabon says cross-hatching with ink feels very therapeutic. A lot of things about ink, honestly, are very therapeutic. Assuming you're not worrying too much about your deadline, it can be very pleasant. It can be a very relaxing, sort of zen pastime. Oops, sorry. Clover says, waiting for good hatching, cross-hatching talk, and there it is. And Firehawk says, this is very relaxing for me to watch. Well, thank you. I'm very glad you all enjoy this. You know, over on my end here, it's very hard to know how it's being received. But you all seem to like it. And hopefully you learned some things, or at least some cool things to try. Now Julio Skirba Tattoo. I'm not even gonna try to I will butcher your username if I try to say it. I'm so sorry. But you say, beautiful work, Clara from Argentina. Wow. Well, welcome to my tiny little apartment in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I bet you didn't get snow. I'm just kidding. We're all just griping about our October snow. But it's the Midwest. What do you expect? Oops. There we go. All right, let's see. Now, if the chair were more important, I would probably go back over with white, just to emphasize that it's going in, the mesh is going in front of the back support there, but it works here. I need to get the highlights, or not the highlights, the shadow, the form shadow on the ring around the edge. So let's get, this should do it. Dillard is here, another regular. Oh, this is the wrong tool. Who am I kidding? Let me try something bold. Let me do the zebra here. I got a lot of people in here today. You all so bored? let it be a little bit textural, because you know it's probably that nubbly plastic. There we are. Yeah, let it drop out a little bit around the arm because he's in movement here. But I will tweak it up a little bit. Just bulk that just a tad. That's the shadow side, so it holds more line weight. Okay. All right. Where to go from here? I guess I need to finish this little guy. Let me erase the pencil line I have in here. Yeah, and more things I just need to fix and improve will present themselves as I go forward. Clean this up a little bit. Let's see. Firehawk says, tried to find your cover of Devil's Red Bride on DakotaComics.com, but no luck. Comics with Bueller had mentioned you. Yeah, Bueller was on just a second ago. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to find that particular book on the website. It should be there. Unless they are sold out or something. Goodness, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have an answer for that one. I'm sorry. That's weird. Okay, this shadow goes... Gotta work around these speed lines here. But Firehawk, feel free to drop me a message or PM me, and I'll see if I can get that figured out for you, because that should be there. And if not, I can probably try to get you an exclusive print or something. Ah, Wheeler's here. Jumping right in with a "you go, girl." You know how to throw the phrases around, my man. A little bit of a buffer there, because he's far enough ahead of this form. I'd like to leave a little bit of a halo, but we'll see if that works. It might not work. Question with 1,000,000 exclamation marks. I don't know if you're just acknowledging the existence of the word question or you have a question. Knowing you, I think you probably have a question. Firehawk says, thanks, hate I missed it. I have been hearing great reviews from Rock and Robbie also. I do not know who that is. That's interesting. Yeah, when you message me, let me know who that is. Or I guess I could just use my human brain and look it up myself. But yeah, we'll look into that. That's cool. I don't usually, follow reviews and stuff. A lot of artists I know just don't read reviews. There's only so much you can do about it if it's negative, and it doesn't really help if it's positive anyway, so we usually avoid them. So we appreciate you pointing out to us when something significant is said. Let's see. Wheeler says, I was watching another artist. No, I'm not cheating on you. Hey, as artists are not exclusive, dude. Watch as many artists as you want. But he was using a square ink pen. Looked cool. Ever use that? Not that I know of. No. I will look into that. That sounds cool. I don't like that halo. I don't know if that's working. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna let it think about what it did and decide later if I want to take it out. Let me bulk up some of these shadows here. The shadow side of the shirt. That's wrong. I just did it wrong. I just did it bad. But easy to take out with the Posca. That's a bit extreme as well. Let's pull those right out like they were never there. There we go. Michael Conrad, wow. Hi. Thanks for stopping in. And Wheeler says it was cool to see you on Anthony Wheeler's live stream. Yeah, I would say I was surprised to see you there, but I was not. Like you said, you watch plenty of artist streams, and I don't suspect you of cheating on me in doing so. All right, let me choose. What am I working on? I'm going to finish this little guy. This is kind of sloppy up here, but we'll see if we can get that done. What do I want? Did I drop it? No, here it is. Yeah, Wheeler, what I saw of that stream was really cool with the little pumpkin drawing. Looked very legit. I didn't have time then to stay very long. Unfortunately, I was in a deadline crunch at the time. Let's see. So we can put a little highlight along the top here. But more importantly, oh, Andrew J. Brown says, I'm covering during my break, so you'll probably be ending this stream by the time I can actually listen. Sorry, dude. You can watch the posted video afterwards. So we get some shadow on this little guy. Most of these are so small you can't really see them, but these are supposed to be kind of metallic. So we get a shadow on him here, and then maybe pop a highlight on this side here. Wheeler says, I only knew of him because he was on your stream. Without you, I wouldn't have found him. Yeah, he was on, when Zach Howard and I co-stream, he usually shows up because he's a buddy of Zach's. So yeah, we've all connected through that platform, so that's been pretty cool. I hope you all enjoy those streams with Zach, by the way, because we surely enjoy them and all the childish hilarity we get into. All right, that's bulked up. So what's left here? Let's see. Wheeler says, yep, rated R Zach. Can't change them. All right, there's that. Cut in here. All right, I'm going to drop out these halos and see if it makes a difference because it's very easy to just put them back in. It's the beautiful thing about the Posca marker. He might be close enough that I'm okay with this. All right, there's that. Actually, that's working pretty well. Yeah, I'm good with that. All right, bulk up this hand a little bit. It's a difficult decision because it is like moving into shadow. But at the same time, oops, punched you guys again. Moving into shadow, which equals heavier line weight, but also moving further away, which equals lighter line weight. So you got to find your compromise. And Weirdo also says, you going to add texture to the corduroy pants he's wearing during this stream? Probably not. I'm probably not going to add a lot to the pants. No, I don't think so. I think the pants are good. She said as she proceeded to add to the pants. Little front side texture as it turns away from the light. Yeah, not much beyond that. You don't want to put texture like everywhere. You use it to sort of focus. So if this is barely in the frame, the whole butt and pants situation, although this needs to be a stronger shadow. Who am I kidding? It works a little bit better. A little bit of shadow on the end of the hair here. And maybe bump up this sort of shadow zone where the hair turns away. This character is blonde, so you don't want to render the hair too much. But you still want to show the form, you know? All right, what am I doing? I don't like the rendering on the... Well, I haven't done the keyboard yet. I've been avoiding it. I hate keyboards. They always look terrible. All right, let me get my tech pen. Glover says, butt shadow mod, well played. Indeed. I will find and shadow every butt that needs shadowing, and none shall stop me. All right. So this is supposed to be, my excuse with some of this tech and how sort of abstract it is this is supposed to be the semi-near future. So there's types of tech that are only sort of familiar, which I'm okay with. This is too big of a pen. Let me go down to a 1 here. Patrick just joined. Hello, Patrick. There's a 1. What happened to my 1? Hang on. Everyone hold your horses while I locate my missing friend. That's not it. Oh, here it is. Duh. Put it in a very obvious place, which means I could not find it. All right. Hi, honey TJ. Nice seeing you around here. All right, let's put that one in. This is not fully connected. This is just like a soft curve there, so it doesn't have to hit the corners. Put that one in. Almost. Maybe if you all could see what I was doing. All right, so I'm going to just do an abstraction here, since this is way too angled to really see the keys. I'll just sort of imply them. All right. This mildly futuristic keyboard. Oh, maybe y'all could see here. That pretty much works. Honey TJ says, my boyfriend loves the art you did for him. Thank you so much again. You are very welcome. I really enjoyed doing it. That was a really fun piece. I remember when I first read the description, I was like, what? What, a bear? What? It was definitely one of the more unusual pieces I've been asked to do. But at the same time, really fun. A really fun challenge. I liked that one a lot. That was a fun one to lay out and start working out the textures on. Okay, let's see. Do a little bit value on the edge of here, not a lot. Just so they're not blank spaces. I need to figure out if that needs to be heavier. I'm a little torn because if I go heavier on this, it may feel like the scene is about this, and that is not the case. I think I just need to smooth this out. So let me do that. TJ says, I'll be contacting you soon for another drawing. Well, thank you. That'll be cool. I look forward to that. What am I using right now? Which one do I want? That'll do. Nice big one here. Smooth this out. Some rounded corners here. It's just one of the little uncanny valley thing. Well, not really uncanny valley, but just a little technicality that was bothering me. And the underside, again, can be heavier because of shadows. So there we go. That's a little bit better. Let's see. Where am I going from here? I was fixing these. Can I use this? I will use this. I need to bump the line weight on this whole thing, actually, I think. Just bring it up a little bit. And I need to find a way to emphasize this, because really the shot is about this little guy. This is the challenge of having something extremely small be the most important thing in a panel. Actually, because of shadow, I can black this out. Yes. It's the shadow of his arm going there. Andrew J. Brown says, I love that splatter. Yes. So these are like clouds of nanites, basically. So I had to figure out a way to get millions of tiny microscopic robots into, a comic. Okay. I'll bump this up. Do I need to bump that up? Hold on. Need to look at it far away for a minute. Yeah, probably. Just a little bit. Which is not what I'm doing now. Hang on 1 second and I'll bump up that line weight. I think I need a smaller tool for that. This will do. Again, this is the light side, so I don't want to go too hard, but it also needs to be well contained. There we go, which means this needs to be heavier because it's in front of that. But that is easy enough to fix. The longest part of any panel is the last, 5-10%. I'm just fine-tuning everything. Okay, that's coming along. Same thing with the head of the chair. And I may come in here and clean out around the little tails just to make sure they pop. Because the chair is just not that important compared to this figure. Yeah, I'll try that. We'll see. Nothing's permanent anyway, so nothing lost. Yeah, that seems to help. In fact, should I do a little? No, because it would tangent with the edge of this. Nah, we'll just leave it like that. Wheeler says, how different is that from whiteout, and is it only good on paper? I would definitely think this is only good on like paper. I mean, I don't know what tool or what surface you're proposing to use it on, but I can't imagine it would work on something other than paper. It's more opaque than whiteout. This is like white paint. Basically, this is like a paint marker as opposed to whiteout. Like I have a whiteout tool here that doesn't really, well, I never got that one working, so never mind. I was about to compare it to something, but that doesn't even work. Which one is that? There's go. But it's very opaque. It's very effective. It works very well. The cute boy himself. Okay, we're back. Paused a minute because my battery started complaining. Okay, let's see. What's left to decide? Or not decide. What's left to tweak here as I wrap up this panel? This side of his arm could be heavier. There we go. Okay. What else we got? Anything? I think this panel might be done. Should I black out this side of the... I'm gonna go for it. When in doubt, black it out. All right, so this might be good. Stepping back, looking at it now. I'm thinking I'm gonna tweak this finger just a little bit. There's always a part right at the end where you start just really getting picky. It's working. Donald Willman's back. Hey there, stranger to you too. Let's see. My phone is falling asleep. I figured out that it falls asleep when the battery is low. We have plenty of battery to get it a few more minutes, which is probably all I'm going to go anyway, but it's one of those mysteries solved. want to get a little more line weight around the hair. The head is too important. I gotta pop it out a little bit more here, even though it is facing the light. Mm-hmm. A little more over here. All right. So here's what, folks. My phone is complaining about its battery right now. And we're almost up to 50 minutes anyway. So I will answer these last couple of questions. And then we will call it a night. Because I need to go and finish this. And this will be very boring to watch because it's just the same thing 500 times. But here's a fun textural, journal I did earlier. Okay, let me get these questions. What do we got here? What kind of white pen are you using there? This is, I cannot recommend this highly enough. This is the Posca marker. If you look on Jake Parker's website, I believe this is one of the ones he lists, so that's an easy resource for good tools. Let's see. Casanova Photo says, what paper do you use? I'm trying to start my own comic. Well, congratulations. For pencils, I use vellum surface Bristol. 300 series is fine for that. And for inks, I use the same thing, vellum surface Bristol, but the 400 series. And if you look in my highlight reel on my profile, you can see I list all the tools I use. I may not have updated it lately, but it should list most of the tools I use. So that's easy access for you there. Donald Woman says, what pen are you using? This is the Zebra double-sided brush pen. It has the synthetic fiber end. If I can get that to focus, there we go. Very similar to a brush. It also has the little pen end, which I have literally never used, so I can't really speak to that. But this is one of my favorites for organic line work right now. It's very similar to brush. Any other questions? Andrew J. Brown says, I can hear you now. I was just about to get off, my dude. All right. Well, here, I'll show you all. That's the progress I've made so far. So I'm almost done with this one. I just have to finish this. So I should be able to finish this tonight, which would be awesome. Firehawks is going to message you later or tomorrow. Seems like awesome work. Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to answer any of your questions. Send whatever questions you want. And there's that page I finished yesterday. So that's going well. Oh, Donald Willman says, ever try Tombow? Yeah, I have a few Tombows over here. I have some of these. I have the hard one and the soft one. I have some zebras. I have a few of everything. So still working on trying out new things, but you gotta stay adventurous. All right, well, I should call it a night, you guys, before I get wrapped up in something else. But thank you as always for stopping in. It's always great seeing all of you. And assuming nothing else comes and sucks up all of my time, like it has been twice already this month, I'm sorry about that. I will try to stream again at the usual time next Monday. So I will see you all then. Good night.